Hi gals and guys, good old Jebb here on the job. I've taken a break for a few days from the SERGER. It's a little more complicated than I was practiced for, so I've taken a break to practice some more with that, so I won't film anything about that and probably until the end of the week or beginning of next week. However, here I am hard at work, and I went up to the garment district near Saint-Hubert and Jean-Talon, le quartier de VETEMENTS en français, and what I'm doing is I'm using my iron on the right hand side of the screen as a weight on the muslin, using my scissors, my shears as a weight. I'm using this crucifix that somebody made for me, thank you John, as a weight, and I have the square and couple of tapes, measuring tapes, a yellow one and a pink one. And I've also clipped the measuring tapes to the side of the muslin where I need to make calculations for cutting. And what I did was I got 5 yards of cloth. A yard is 36 inches by 60 inches wide. It's 36 inches long by 60 inches wide. So I've doubled up my yard. I've got 39 twice here. This is 78 inches of cloth. If I cut it there and then opened it up, it would be 78 inches. Half of it would be 39 times 2. Down here on the pink tape, I have discovered that it's coming up a little short. It's coming up at about 53 inches instead of 60 inches. And what I'm trying to do is cut 2 yards at the same time. That's why I got it doubled over. And that's why I was very quick in realizing that that's not 60 inches going down. But for my purposes, this is muslin for practice and learning. So for my purposes, whether it's 53, 56, or 61 makes no difference to me. But I do have a cut line. I'm going to move the stand over. The cut line is right here. And I've marked it in green with green fabric marker right there. And so I'm going to have to go all the way down to 55 inches or 53 inches or whatever and cut it, and then I'll have 2 yards, slightly more, 2 yards of cloth, 53 inches long, doubled over. So at the bottom I'm going to have to make another cut all the way along the 39 inches, which is no big deal. So what's the point here? This is the muslin I bought for practicing everything. Jeans, pants, shirts, t-shirts, whatever. And I'm cutting it, and then I'm going to edge stitch all around both yards with big stitches so that it won't fray and frazzle when I throw it in the washing machine in the extra hot water, the hot wash, and the hot dry to get it to shrink. So that's why I'm sewing, cutting, and then going to edge stitch the whole thing, and then it'll be ready for washing and shrinking, and then I'll bring it back up onto my ironing table, my ironing board, and I'll iron the whole thing, and then I can start cutting whatever I need to practice making whatever. Jeans pockets and flies and the yoke and the waistband. It seems that the course is going in that direction. So I do have my small square. Howdy y'all. So I'd ended the video, and then I pulled the cloth down. I actually folded it over and pushed it up. But what I've done now is I've measured 39, I put the 39 inch mark over here on this corner, and then over there, right here is the 1 inch mark, right? And then I have clipped it just to keep the measuring tape straight. And so now I'm going to get a mark here for the cut line in green. I had the green cut line up at the top there, so now I'm going to make it here, and then I'll get a fairly straight cut line. Now this is muslin, and it's practice cloth, right? Practice material. Nonetheless, it did cost $10 a meter. A meter is 39 inches, 3 feet 3 inches. So it cost me altogether with tax, it cost me $57.50 Canadian. That's how it's going. Here was the bottom end of the cut, and to the right, panning over here, was the top end of the cut. So I cut it at the top and I cut it at the end. That's what I showed you the last little bit. So now I've got the long ruler. There, I think we're pretty close there. So that's what I'm doing now, is making a line from the bottom to the top, and that will be my cut line. I've never used this yardstick before. What is it? It's metric, so it's 36 inches, but it has 99, like it's got 100 centimeters on it, I think. But anyway, it shows 36. But here we go. There, and that's my cut line. And then I've got another cut line because the cloth is folded in half, right? Right. See? You can see right there, I've got my fingers in the fold. So I'm going to have to cut that after I make that cut that I just drew. So it's coming along. I'm learning, I'm having fun. That's the whole point, right? Learn and have fun. Sewing is therapy. And thanks for the comments. This is fairly straightforward. See, a yard is more than enough for a pair of jeans. And I'm not cutting this to make a pair of jeans directly out of these 2 yards. I'm basically getting myself 2 yards of muslin, so I have the muslin cloth to practice. So might as well do a bunch. I've already cut a bunch of denim. It's over there in a white bag, and the unused muslin will go in one bag, and then the muslin I'm going to use will go in another little plastic bag or whatever. So I think this is the piece, and yeah, it's a small piece, so this is the other 3 yards, which I'll just start to fold up. But anyway, just wanted to say hi. Hope you're all well and having fun and staying safe and all the good stuff. You know, happy holiday time and people are out and about and the weather's changing. So I hope your projects, your sewing projects and your sewing machine restoration projects and all that are all going well. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the comments and the subscriptions and the likes. I am especially appreciative of the comments that I get, whether I have them published on in the description box or not. So yes, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here, and thanks a lot. And please subscribe if you can. And so there you have it.